Behind every legend lies a reason. This is Myth and Motive.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Tibet, a land located on the majestic Himalayas, has long attracted the world with its mysterious and inexplicable wonders. Dubbed the roof of the world, Tibet is not only famous for its pristine natural landscape, but also for its ancient Buddhist culture, sacred monasteries, and mysterious stories of supernatural abilities. Behind the veil of isolation and deeply contemplative religion, Tibet also conceals secrets that astonish not only the local people, but all of humanity. Today, let us join together to explore this most spiritually mysterious land in the world. Please join us. One, a girl must have sexual experience with 20 men before she can get married. Perhaps Tibet is the only place in the world where polyandry still exists. Here, brothers in a family marry the same wife. According to Tibetan explanations, the main purpose of this polyandry is because they fear that brothers in the family will have land disputes when their parents pass away. Therefore, they have a girl become the common wife of the brothers. In this multi-husband, one-wife family lives together under one roof. The eldest brother, the main husband, will be the one who decides all family matters. When the common wife in the multi-husband family gives birth, it is very difficult for the child to know who the biological father is. Therefore, they are usually introduced to the main husband as the father. Thus, this strange marriage custom continues from generation to generation in Tibet. Sadly, Tibetan women are not respected. They have no voice to protect their own lives and happiness. As long as some suitor comes to a Tibetan girl's home to propose marriage, if this is her first time being proposed to, she is not allowed to refuse, even if he is not the one she loves. According to long-standing Tibetan, a girl refusing her first marriage proposal is strictly forbidden, and she will be mercilessly condemned and criticized. Therefore, whether willing or not, once a Tibetan girl is targeted, she must always agree if she doesn't want herself and her family to be ostracized from society. Tibetan girls are also bound by traditional rules, which are truly tragicomic. If they want to be recognized as qualified to marry, Tibetan girls must meet the condition of having sexual experience with about 20 men. According to ancient Tibetan beliefs, a girl must pass through the hands of 20 men before getting married, to prove her attractiveness. Additionally, this helps her accumulate experience in sexual matters, so she can better serve her husbands in the future polyandry system. Easier said than done, because in reality, Tibet is a remote and extremely harsh land. Therefore, finding enough 20 men to supplement personal experience is a major challenge for the girls here. Most men here marry very early, so once they have families, they can hardly spend the night with a strange woman. Thus, to meet marriage standards, many girls have to wander everywhere, hoping to find someone to help them accumulate sexual experience. Any girl lucky enough to sleep with 20 men will soon get married. Currently, although these backward and outdated customs are still common in Tibet, especially in remote mountainous areas isolated from modern society. However, through their efforts, human rights activists in Tibet continue to campaign day and night to abolish these bad customs, protecting women's rights and health. Hopefully in the future, Tibetan society, especially women's status, will make encouraging progress, no longer being forced to marry someone they don't love, and not having to give their bodies to 20 men before marriage. Sky burial is a famous form of Tibetan funeral. Instead of burying the dead underground, Tibetans bring corpses to mountains as food for hungry vultures. This is the most common form of burial in Tibet, as humans' final donation of their bodies to heaven and earth, enabling the soul to fly up and reincarnate. However, sky burial often creates fear for witnesses. At the sky burial site in Lorong Valley, Gars, Tibet, black vultures fill the sky, waiting for corpses and tearing bodies apart. Body handlers attract vultures by burning juniper wood. In Tibetan culture, vultures are considered sacred animals. Before conducting the sky burial ritual, the deceased's body is kept at home for 3 to 5 days. Then relatives bring the body to the celestial burial area. Located on high mountains, far from residential areas, all family members witness this sacred ritual. There are two forms of sky burial, basic and solemn. Herdsmen and villagers in remote areas usually use basic sky burial. The body is simply taken up the mountain for vultures to find. The second method is more complex and ceremonial. Lamas pray for the deceased, who is seated for 24 hours. The body is washed clean and wrapped in white cloth. Finally, the spine is broken to easily carry to the burial site. A close friend or family member carries an axe. The journey to the burial site begins early in the morning. Family members accompany to chant sutras and play funeral music. But they must maintain a certain distance from the body. The body is placed face down on the stone surface. The body handler or ritual master burns juniper to attract vultures and begins their work with sharp knives. From hair to internal organ. Finally, the deceased's limbs are chopped off and thrown to hungry vultures. Roki Yapa continues crushing the remaining skeleton, then mixes it with barley flour for easier consumption by the birds. Regarding the origin of this custom, Tibet has a total area of approximately 1.2 million square kilometers located in northeast Asia, is home to the Himalayan mountains and unexplored regions. Tibetans mainly live at an altitude of about 5,000 meters above sea level. In this highland region, one will experience the harsh climate of high mountain deserts with bone-chilling winds. The Tibetan Plateau is the highest ecosystem existing in the world. Tibet has hammock enough burials under hard rock layers or in frozen ground, and land is extremely expensive. And cremation is also very difficult as wood trees and burning fuel are scarce. But flocks of hungry vultures circle in the sky, and wolves roam the area in great numbers. The question about burial practices in Tibet has been answered. With these regional characteristics, sky burial is the most reasonable practice Tibetans can perform. Most Tibetans follow Vajrayana Buddhism, believing that the souls of the dead have left the body and the remaining corpse is just the physical part. And vultures are revered as sacred spiritual creatures here. They are not carrion-eating monsters but holy eagles. Tibetans believe that feeding the dead to vultures is similar to how Buddha offered his body to feed a hungry tiger to prevent it from harming other living beings. Therefore, corpses eaten by birds will quickly ascend to heaven. The Tibetan mystery of the Yeti, also known as the snowman, has always been a hot topic of discussion, even listed among the world's 4 great mysteries. Since 1784, China has had documents about the Yeti in Tibet. The Yeti is believed to live in the Himalayan regions of Tibet and Nepal. According to legends, the Yeti in Tibet is not just a group of people living on the fringes of society but is also linked to spiritual secrets and ancient magic. Some stories even mention their ability to control nature, using spells to protect their land from intruders. These have made many explorers and local people feel fearful and avoid the remote areas where they are said. Many expeditions have been organized to search for the mysterious Yeti, but none have found any traces. To date, there is no solid evidence proving the existence of the Yeti, but there is also no way to prove they do not exist. If they truly live in the barren, icy upper reaches of the Himalayas, where few dare to set foot, they could find safe hiding places for a long time to come. Tianshan snow lotus, the rarest flower on the planet. For those who love Chinese martial arts films, Tianshan snow lotus is certainly no stranger. Tianshan snow lotus is also called snow lotus flower, known for curing strange and severe diseases, considered a miraculous medicine that can revive the dead and enhance martial arts power. Many people think this exotic flower only exists in movies, but in reality, the snow lotus flower is completely real. According to ancient records, this flower was first discovered by scholar Zhao Zubin during China's Qing dynasty. Due to an unexpected encounter, upon seeing this flower, he recorded his emotions. Amidst the snow-covered southern mountains, there exists a peculiar flower. This flower with white-yellow petals and purple-red stamens grown on white snow belongs to the chrysanthemum family. The head is large as a lotus. Amidst the white snow, there is a flower, and this is the first lady on the peak of Tianshan. Snow lotus flowers grow from rock crevices and icy cracks in extremely cold and perpetually snow-covered areas. At altitudes of 2,500 to 4,000 meters above sea level, the snowy mountains in the Tianshan region of Xinjiang province are where this flower was first found. Hence, the name Tianshan snow lotus originates from there. Snow lotus flowers resemble white cauliflower with outermost leaves dark green, edges slightly curled, shaped like spearheads enveloping the entire flower. The deeper inside, the lighter the color of the flower becomes. Under sunlight, the delicate white-yellow petals layer upon layer encase the purple-red stamens, as if protecting a precious treasure. Depending on light conditions and weather temperature, the petals automatically open and close to adapt to the natural environment. When in full bloom, the snow lotus flower looks like a fragrant lotus that perfumes the entire desolate western region. Snow lotus flowers have a pristine, gentle, elegant, and shy beauty. A beauty that is not ostentatious yet incredibly strong. The roots of the snow lotus are black and very tough. Therefore, the flower's beauty is evaluated as simple yet very special. Tibetans for generations have believed that the graceful shape of the snow lotus is crystallized from wind, clouds, and snow. The growth and development process of the snow lotus is full of hardships that few plant species can endure. Snow lotus seeds germinate at 0 degrees Celsius, growing conditions of 3 to 5 degrees Celsius, and can withstand cold down to minus 21 degrees Celsius. Seeds sprout in rock crevices between icy water channels in low oxygen conditions, with flowers blooming right in the snow. Snow lotus flowers bloom in July each year. The growth process actually only lasts 8 months before the flower withers. But it takes 5 to 7 years from germination to flowering, and only 5% of seeds can germinate. Snow lotus is like proof of resilient beauty, courage, facing countless difficulties and challenges in life. Its growth is incredibly unique, undergoing a training process in an extremely harsh environment. This has made snow lotus an extremely rare plant, while also bringing wonderful uses, great medicinal value, and miraculous effects. Over 70 compounds have been isolated and identified from this medicinal herb. Snow lotus contains many important components that humans cannot synthesize on their own. This is considered a heaven-sent treasure, a miraculous medicine capable of curing hundreds of diseases. Modern medicine calls this flower a divine medicine, not inferior to ginseng or lingzi mushroom. Snow lotus is a precious treasure of the Tibetan plateau that everyone desires to possess. The rainbow body is one of the greatest spiritual mysteries in the mystical land of Tibet. In Tibetan Buddhism, the rainbow body is considered the ultimate liberation from the cycle of rebirth, and is the result of cultivation reaching a high state of enlightenment. When achieving this state, it is believed that the physical body will gradually disappear or shrink, ultimately dissolving into multicolored light resembling a rainbow. The state of the rainbow body is not merely the dissolution of the physical form, but also a comprehensive transformation of spirit and energy. Those who attain the rainbow body are thought to be free from all constraints of matter and time, becoming a part of cosmic energy. To achieve the rainbow body, practitioners must engage in strict meditation and cultivation, including performing rituals and spiritual practices such as Dzogchen, an advanced form of meditation in Tibetan Buddhism. Dzogchen focuses on recognizing the primordial nature of consciousness, unobscured by ignorance or suffering. When a lama or practitioner reaches the ultimate state, they can achieve the state of Rigpa, a state of complete enlightenment. In this state, they realize the true nature of all things, and upon passing away, the physical body no longer exists normally but dissolves into light. Many stories in Tibetan Buddhist history tell of lamas who, after passing away, their bodies gradually disappeared over several days, leaving only nails and hair. During this process, monks and witnesses see the space around where they meditated appearing with brilliant light, like a rainbow. This phenomenon is seen as a sign of complete liberation, when the person has transcended all constraints of the material world. Some famous cases of this phenomenon are recorded in Tibetan Buddhist tradition, such as the case of Lama Tongden Nguyen Tenzin in 1998, when his body shrank and disappeared after death. Many of his disciples and followers witnessed this phenomenon and considered it evidence of the existence of the rainbow body. Although science cannot yet explain this phenomenon, the rainbow body remains one of the most revered spiritual legends in Tibet. Scientists and spiritual researchers have attempted to explain this phenomenon, but no fully satisfactory answer has been found. The mystery of the rainbow body has enhanced Tibet's allure as a land of miracles, where spirituality, consciousness, and enlightenment are still shrouded in a veil of mystery. This also reflects the strong belief of Tibetans in the potential for spiritual transformation and liberation, transcending all limitations of the physical body and material world. 6. The mystery of Tibetan lamas. Tibetan lamas in Tibetan Buddhism are seen as bridges between the material and spiritual worlds. They are not only monks but also performers of rituals to protect the community from evil forces, always exorcise demons, and maintain the balance between the world of the living and the dead. In Tibetan tradition, shamans not only had deep knowledge of Buddhism and spirituality, but also possess the ability to control supernatural powers. They are trained through rigorous spiritual practices, and only those with exceptional talent and virtue are recognized as shamans. Shamans often perform prayer rituals, meditation, and can even reach advanced states of consciousness that ordinary people cannot attain. One of the most famous abilities is Tumo, a meditation technique that helps them control body temperature. Shamans can meditate in the extreme cold conditions of the Himalayas without wearing warm clothes and still maintain normal body temperature, even drying cloths wrapped around their bodies through mental power alone. Additionally, many legends claim that Tibetan shamans also possess telepathic abilities, meaning they can communicate through the mind without using language. They are believed to be able to prophesy, read others' thoughts, and even perform healing rituals to expel evil spirits or forces from sick people's bodies. Many Western explorers, from archaeologists to spiritual seekers, have been fascinated by stories of Tibetan shamans. The legends of mysterious monasteries on mountain peaks, where shamans seclude themselves and practice supernatural rituals, have sparked curiosity everywhere. Many have traveled to Tibet to uncover the truth about the supernatural abilities of shamans, but most cannot explain the phenomena they witness. A famous example is explorer Alexandra David Neal, one of the first Western women to deeply penetrate Tibetan life. In her books, she recounts experiences meeting shamans who could travel quickly over great distances, using a technique called lung gam, helping them jump or move at supernatural speed across treacherous high mountain ranges. Although modern science has explained some phenomena like tumo or meditation, many aspects of Tibetan shamans remain mysterious. Stories about them not only relate to spiritual power, but also reflect a profound spiritual culture, where humans and nature blend together, creating secrets difficult to fully explain. Tibetan shamans represent a world where the boundary between reality and mystery blurs, a space where humans can achieve states of consciousness far beyond ordinary limits. Red snow in Tibet is one of the most mysterious and strange natural phenomena of this highland region, has sparked curiosity and amazement among both local residents and scientists. This phenomenon occurs when snow appears bright red like blood, leading many to associate it with supernatural events or omens. The red snow phenomenon has been recorded in many high mountain regions worldwide, including Tibet, particularly areas near the Himalayan range. Initially, this phenomenon led many to believe it was related to spiritual forces or mysterious Tibetan rituals. Some folklore suggests that red snow is a sign of spirits or the presence of angry deities. However, after research, scientists discovered that red snow is actually the result of a microscopic algae species named Chlamydomonas nivalis. This algae thrives in icy environments, particularly in areas with strong sunlight. The algae contains a red pigment called carotenoid, which protects them from ultraviolet rays. When snow melts and the algae grows, they create a vibrant red color against the light snow background, thus leading to the red snow phenomenon. Although science has explained this phenomenon, in Tibetan culture and spiritual traditions, red snow is still regarded as a sacred sign. Many Tibetans believe that red snow may be related to the signaling of important events or major changes in nature and society. It could be an omen for religious events or even political events. Some Tibetans also suggest that this phenomenon may be related to spiritual cultivation rituals, where the color red symbolizes strength, energy, and rebirth. Red snow, with its vibrant and rare color, is considered part of the dance that nature brings to express the wonder and mystery of the Tibetan land. Besides enhancing Tibet's mystique, red snow also creates some ecological consequences. Chlamydomonas nivalis algae not only causes unusual coloration, but also reduces the melting rate of snow. Red snow absorbs more sunlight than white snow, thereby increasing surface temperature, causing snow to melt faster. In Tibet, some ecological consequences: high mountain areas alter water sources and habitats of many species. The red snow phenomenon in Tibet has attracted many explorers, scientists, and researchers from around the world, not only because of its magical beauty, but also because of the complex interaction between it and the culture here. Researchers are still continuing to study the algae species that cause this phenomenon and their impact on the Tibetan environment. Tibet, with the pristine and mysterious beauty of each mountain and river, has become a source of inspiration for countless legends and myths. Supernatural phenomena, shamans with magical abilities, or thousand-year-old mysteries, all have created an incredibly fascinating land. Just the unresolved mysteries alone are enough to attract people to continue their journey in search of truth and explore the mysterious spiritual world of Tibet. And today's video will end here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't. Goodbye and see you again.
If the legend hooked you, subscribe and open the next case.